Okay. Next question's from dude's name here. I don't even know how to say it. Hey, Pandy. New to the game, and I like it so far. I was wondering, what is your favorite tank of all time within the game? And me, I favor the French tanks and medium tanks, blah, blah, blah. Okay. My favorite tank of all time is the Midi Mouse, the tier 2 little French dinky OP motherfucker with gold rounds. You can quite easily get like, 8, 10 kills in that thing if you really had to, and it bounces a lot of shots. It has the third best gun for any of the tier 2s out there. So you can use regular AP rounds, but sometimes you get into tier 3 and 4 matches where you need the gold rounds. That's why I load up full of gold. But when it comes down to it, I love that little dinky ass fucking tank because it just is dinky. I love it. I don't know. Well, you guys, what's your favorite tanks of all time?
Well, Pandy, I'd have to say you love that tank because you're a stat whore.
Because yes, I am. Well, not really, but
it's fun to play.
It's fun to play. Yeah.
I would have to say my favorite tank right now in the game, and I've got several that fall in that category, but probably right now my favorite is the Martyr 2. It's just a beast.
You and your Martyr 2.
Underestimated. I chew shit up with it. And then along the same lines, the T40's awesome in its tier. But I would say overall my favorite tank in the game is the IS-7.
I haven't liked the IS-7 since God, probably 2 months after I bought it. They patched something and then it started driving like a boat, and I was like, you know what? I fucking hate this tank now.
Go ahead, Raj.
I was just going to jump in and say my two favorite tanks are, number one, the same one that Pandy likes, the 735. Awesome little tank. And then, of course, the E75.
I have to agree with that one. I love my
E75's good. IS4 is good. You guys all know I love a T29, so.
I love all the tier 9s, heavies and mediums, but the Midi Mouse just is my all-time favorite.
I'd have to say the 75 and the M2 Light with the 20 mil Hispano Suiza.
Oh, that tank is fun too, but
oh, it's ridiculous.
It's fun.
You're dead.
It is a fun little tank. All right.
You ready to go down this hill?
Let's
go down the hill.
VK 3601.
Dave and his 3601. God damn it.
He does love that.
They've
I'm
nerfed
not a
it a
fan
few times,
of any...
but it's with a cone gun, the best.
It is.
I'm not a fan of tier 6 tanks. They just get tiered shitty.
They're not a fan of you either.
Yeah.
And the T29 gets steered well.
Already got me. You're on your own, Dave.
Well, would you like to become a fan?
Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the 3001 Henschel. I enjoyed the hell out of running that tank. I've never run a 3601, so maybe I should get one.
If you want to become a fan, what you have to do is stick your hand in front of your face and wave it really, really fast, and there you go. You're a fan.
You know what? if you wanna become a penis, just take my penis and wave it in front of your face real fast.
And there goes Virus.
Dick fan! Yay!
He joined, listened for a minute, and left. Okay. The next question is kind of related to what we're talking about in regards to tanks, but it's more about Clan Wars. What tank do you or your clan prefer in Clan Wars? I've heard the T110 almost conquers the base. Is it worth going for, or should I wait for the new Russian tanks? I, myself, have said it before, but the IS-7 has always been the gold standard that we use to compare other tanks to each other. I would say the IS-7, the Moss E100 are one of the more common tanks that you will find. The T110 has been making very, very good appearances and is used almost widespread now. But the IS-7 is the most balanced in regards to all the tier 10 tanks. But when it comes to the fast loading gun on like the French tanks, the autoloader, is good for killing scouts. The T110 is kind of a mix in between, fast loading and armor and mobility. So, I mean, all the tanks have their own weaknesses and strengths, and we try to play those strengths up as well as we can. It just really depends on what you're trying to do on the maps. T110 is good for some things, IS-7 not so many, and IS-7 is good for other stuff. The IS-7 is just the most adaptable, at least in my opinion. Do you guys have a different opinion or same opinion, or even, injector?
I'm with you. IS-7 is probably the most well-balanced vehicle in the game. Not to mention, if you're involved with clan wars, you can't go wrong using one. You will get in the match, and you'll get all the action you need in that IS-7. The big DPS tanks, however, they'll sit around and wait for the stuff to come to them. The 110, I personally, I think it's a devastator in pub matches, but I think it's kind of outmatched severely when it's lined up against all tier 10 tanks. Its armor just can't take the hits. There's my opinion.
I'd have to go with the IS-7 too, to be honest with you.
So, the overwhelming opinion of Relic Gaming, who perform clan wars almost daily, is Russian tanks. The Mosses are good. Mosses are good for holding down areas, but the IS-7 just does it all in some aspect.
Yeah, it's capable of performing any role, at least to expectation, if not more, in my opinion.
So, yep, that's it. The next question is from 666666, some weird ass name. With physics coming out and all, do you plan on losing weight? No. Fuck you people. Or fuck you. That's what I say. Next question.
What do you mean by you people?
What do you mean?
Fucking
You
trolls is what I'm talking about. Them people. Fucking trolls. Next
Probably
question.
Laws.
No, it's not laws. It's this guy. Sick 666. That's yeah. Fuck trolls.
Brilliant username there, buddy.
Yep. Next question. I'm trying to figure out his whole comment's kind of long. Where do you think the game is going? I mean, it's supposed to be about tanks in World War II. Now there's talk about British Centurions. I mean, what tanks in the game came after the war? Or why? What the fuck have the tanks in... I mean, what the fuck? His grammar's all fucked up, but he's talking about... Me? No? Or Dave? Yeah.
No, Dave got sniper. Good job.
But I think what he's trying to say is, why is there tanks after World War II when the game is supposed to be... Well, the game was never meant to be a World War II game. We obviously have a lot of interwar tanks and a lot of after-war tanks. And a lot of the tanks in here are even prototypes, so they weren't even in World War II. So it just really comes down to filling the gaps with tanks that people can play, purchase, and do what they do best, just blow shit up. But I really think there isn't really a problem with this. I think it just adds a large amount of playable tanks so that people don't get bored. And it just, makes things interesting. I mean, we have the E75, which is nice, and it probably could have seen World War II, but it probably would have never been developed and produced until 1946. So, you just got to look at it from perspective of just filling the gaps, making the game interesting, and you got to have that balance of, having some good shit and then having nothing. So, it just depends. It just depends. You guys have any thoughts on that?
I never heard it's not the world of World War II tanks. It's just the world of tanks, and so
Oh snap!
doesn't have to be just World War II tanks. It is what it is. It's they're going to have a broad array of tanks to appeal to people and get people to spend more time and hopefully money on the game. So I think you just kind of deal with it. You just pick tanks you like, and that's what you run.
I don't think that you should be such an elitist to limit the game to just specific models of vehicles that were actually, you know, from 1938 to 1944. Um, I think it's enjoyable having the different vehicles and they're each having their own attributes through armor or speed or angles or their gun types or whatever. It adds to the complexity of understanding your enemy and exploiting what weaknesses those vehicles have. I love coming up against the new tanks and figuring out where the weaknesses are and how to dominate over them. That's one of the aspects of the game I really find enjoyable.
Yeah, if you really base it off of World War II tanks, we would. If you look at the American tree, which I have up on my screen here, we would have maybe these 3 tanks here: the M3 Lee down to the John Boat and the EZ-8 and the Chaffee, and then the Wolverine and Hellcat Slugger. That is basically it in the Pershing.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the German tree, you'll have some of these tanks here, some of these tanks here, the Panzer IV, the Tiger tank, the King Tiger, and the Panther tank. That's it. And some of the tank destroyers from the Martyr down to the Yag Tiger. That's it. So the game would be very, very limited in the type of vehicles that you can have, and it wouldn't have been fun not having all those tanks in there. At least that's how I look at it. And ready up, Flat.
Yeah. As a matter of
Man,
fact,
you said go look at the tech tree. That's what I was doing.
Well, ready up while you're looking at the tech tree, man.
looking at the German tech tree, they'd pretty much be that would be like a really bare line. Like Artie would stop at the Hummel. The Panzer III line would stop at, well, the Panzer III.
Well, we'll have the Panzer II. That's about it.
You'd have the Panther. There'd be no 3601 in that line, or I don't even think there was the 38 in it. Okay, never mind. And the only complete line there would be the TD line.
No one?
Yeah.
You can hear me okay? Okay.
Yeah. We're recording here, Virus, so just heads up.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good. You can hang.
Shut the fuck out.
What are you guys talking about?
Q&A.
I have a statement to make.
Oh, shit.
For all you noobs out there watching these videos, specifically this one, I'm going to address one thing. Run over the fucking supply depot at the start of the match. Do it every fucking round. Run it over.
I'd
Smash the
team kill
boxes.
your ass.
Supply
Just smash
depot.
It gives the enemy a place to fucking hide behind a shot.
Oh, the...
It is
When,
true.
when they get on your
Yeah.
cap.
Wow,
You got
I'm
some-
like supply depot, so like...
You got
Fire is what we call
StarCraft.
slow, so...
you got some hellacious ADD there, Flat.
This
You
is
know how many
StarCraft?
times have you fucking had to shoot back at your cap when some ass clown pulls up on it?
Hey,
And
Taka.
you can't hit them because they're hiding behind your fucking supplies.
I'm guilty.
Some supply depots.
So run that fucking supply pile right the fuck over.
That's what's up. That message was approved by Flat.
Or flat. By flat.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Fine,
Then
Flat.
the next question is, in your opinion, what do you think is the best tank not bought by gold to bring in credits, and what do you see as the best tank to play purely for wins or purely for fun? Yeah.
M2 light.
Okay, this is a good one. However, it's tier specific.
Yeah. What I was going to answer is basically anything that's a tier 5 or 6 will bring in the credits relatively reliably.
Well, then go with the Sherman.
I'd have to go with
3601.
the M18.
I've heard the
brutal.
SU-85 is pretty good.
But it
The
also depends on
3601.
your preference.
Yeah, it
Pushing
does.
T95 here, guys.
Yeah, I see it.
That PZ38F The little tier 2 Minnie Mouse. It's a good one.
That's a gold tank.
Oh, premium. Yeah, sorry about that.
The 35 though, on the I think it's the French line. That thing's
PZ-30.
bulletproof.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Clean up on the M103.
Oh shit! I shot the
got him at 7
M103
health.
through the T95.
Oh,
That is some bullshit.
little help tactic for that one if you ever come across it with the 20 mil spam guns. Aim for the driver's hatch, and you'll kill everyone in the tank, and it'll find you.
This E100 is being ballsy.
You empty the whole 5-round clip in there, the tank will die.
Oh, fucking ricked off the 103. 7 goddamn health.
God damn them all to hell. Flat, are you able to get that 100?
I had to take
No,
out
he's looking at
95
you.
first.
He's looking at you.
Yeah, I reached for the 105 first. Or 95, excuse me.
Shit, I'm
And
stuck.
here's a plea to Wargaming. Please make the random lag spikes go away.
This ain't no war game. I don't even think Wargaming watch my videos. They should. I talk shit about them all the time.
That Victor guy, I'm sure he watches it. He's like, oh, this is funny. Capitalist pig thinks this game is shit.
Wait, which Victor? Our Victor? The little...
Obviously the producer,
Hey,
Myers,
Pandy.
come on.
Yeah,
You gonna join the fucking fight anytime soon?
I did, man.
No,
Jesus.
want to scratch my tank.
Oh yeah. How's your paint job, ass clown?
Do you see all the holes in me, you fucker?
Oh my god,
I
that might
see
be
all
why
the
people
hit
do
points.
that. Maybe they think they have to pay the gold again to repaint their tank if it gets scratched.
That's it.
Oh my god. That would suck so hard.
That would really...
Just like you did last night, Myers, huh?
Oh!
Oh, your mom enjoyed it. That's why I sucked harder.
So, the most fun tank, to finish the question out, is the tank that I'm playing right now. The E75 is pretty fun. Actually, any tank that's a tier 9, except the T95. The T95 is fun as shit too, but it's slow, so it kind of kills the fun factor on that, but relatively fun. But any tank that's a tier 9, medium, tank destroyer, that's why I have all of them. So it's like Pokemon. I catch them all. God damn it. You guys have any fun tanks that you guys like best?
M2 Light.
Well, we know that.
I agree with you. I love all the tier 9 heavies, except for the French shit.
The 1390 wins the comedy award too. This is a fun tank to play.
75's fun too. The 1375.
Control the shit out of Russian players with it.
I got him tracked.
Yeah, I saw that. Trying to angle my armor so he can just... There.
I'm trying
Shot
to
me
not
in the
get
track
hit.
again. You can probably finish him. There you go.
Good deal. They still got an Artie out there that's got to have eyes on us.
Probably. He's probably in that corner over there.
I've only
Alright.
got 3 rounds left. Magazine!
Next question is what would you overhaul about the World of Tanks system, like the free XP, tier matchmaking, etc. If I had to fix anything, if there is anything, there is plenty to be fixed, like, you know, the spotting system. It would be the spotting system. I would probably either overhaul it or fix it or replace it. And if I had to replace it, I would make all the tanks in the map viewable. The only thing is to get like these red type of view system, like, you know, spot, like you quote unquote spotted it and you put your mouse over it and it has that red outline. I would make that only enabled when someone actually like targets them or right clicks on them or something.
Good job on the sniper, man.
Oh yeah, I did get sniper. But that's what I would overhaul, is the spotting system. Either make it so that tanks don't disappear in the middle of a field while they're moving 200, 300 meters away. I would fix the spotting system. Matchmaking, on the other hand, can be fixed if we ended up, you know, getting a lot more players, like maybe 50,000 players on during peak times. Matchmaking would be a little bit more fair because it's based off of what tanks are available that are queued up at that moment. So, do you guys have anything in specific that you want overhauled? Anything?
Well, you know, my deal is I want them to overhaul the free experience. Shouldn't have to pay gold for it. I earned it. Should be mine. I should be at most have to pay silver for it, for the conversion.
I'd go along with that. I'd also like to see them fix artillery.
To what extent? What are you talking about?
It's way too overpowered. I mean, it is the baddest gun on the field, and the mechanics for running it are way out of whack. As far as the interface goes, you know, you shouldn't. The RD player shouldn't have a live HUD up the battlefield. I mean,
Amen.
The way this stuff was called in, it was, you know, 5-10 minutes old by the time the artillery got it. So, you know, change it to an area effect weapon and give them radio spots.
You mean kind of like on Battlefield 2? I don't know if you've ever played Battlefield 2.
No, I haven't.
There-
I
the
know what you're
commander
talking about.
The commander
yeah.
had a RD launch, and
The motor?
I need a medic.
you know, and what he would do is your players would spot the enemy, of course, and the commander would have RD it would reload over time, and then you could launch it, and then you could shoot their artillery with your RD to disable it, or you could send in a special ops guy with C4 to disable it.
Mm-hmm. Something like that would work, yeah.
All right.
But, you know, basically what we've got right now are Hellfire missiles being rained down upon us, and I just think that's completely wrong.
I
So-
don't think artillery should be as powerful in the game as it is. When the artillery starts affecting your routine tank strategies and tactics, then there's a problem with artillery, and that's the way it is right now.
So potentially, instead of God mode GPS guided artillery, putting in a system where maybe even artillery can fire faster, for a little less damage, more rounds, and more area effect type of situation.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather see a barrage come in than this pinpoint Hellfire missile stuff that we've got now.
Yeah, that's the way the RD is on Battlefield 2. It's like a barrage, a rain down.
Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, that's the way our artillery was fired in the Second World War. It was area effect. It wasn't, you know, all right, I'm going to target, you know, this nut on the back of this tank.
Just be thankful it's not pre-release already, where you can take a Bison and do a tier 10 room and spam around every, you know, 5 seconds and have it laser beam onto the target while you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
I
the
love
Bison
that.
being
I
able
Those
to
are the
one-shot all kinds of shit, like tier 2s and stuff.
The Bison was a god mode, man. I think I got 10 kills in that thing in one battle, that is.
Yeah, the Bison was pretty fucking... I remember when artillery used to be like the top tier tanks from time to time, and it would just destroy everything.
Yeah, running around with your engine, and you know.
How did it go?
Like an MS-1.
Tractor engines that work there.
Oh, here, hold on. I'll see if I can get some throttle.
Oh, hell no. Okay, I'm going to kill some shit because we're in the middle of a battle here. Then I'll ask the next question. Oh, damn. The B2's good, but it can still be fucked. Shut up, no one. Ah. And I got killed by T-28. How embarrassing.
Rapid acceleration and a lull.
The next question is how long have you been playing World of Tanks, And have you ever gotten bored or slightly tired of playing World of Tanks? I have gotten bored and burnt out with the tank from time to time. I hit the microphone. That's when I play other games like Hearts of Iron 3 or Red Orchestra 2 or Battlefield 3 from time to time, or, you know, a game to take me off the game every once in a while. Mostly when I have that little break in between work. But have I actually gotten, you know, how long have I been playing? I have been playing since closed beta back in June of 2010, or it was about 4 or 5 months before release during closed beta.
Yeah, it seems like forever.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but that's how long I've been playing. How about you guys? How long have you guys been playing and when?
About the same. Probably 2 months after they started the closed beta. I think I started. Still shit at the game, but you know, long.
I'm right at a year.
May 10th of last year.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm
right
May
around there,
11th,
too.
something May 17th, somewhere in there. A couple weeks shy of a year playing it.
Oh, us three are all within the same week of each other.
So,
I'm still no better than I was the day I rolled out in my fucking LOL tractor.
Yeah, well, you don't shoot your teammates now.
I'll shoot the shit out of them at their ass clowns.
Oh, does green mean it's okay to kill him? Oh.
yeah. I need to change. I want to change to HE. I'll just shoot this fucking AP round out of my barrel. I didn't know that we could just double tap a number up there. You ever notice, even still now in the low tier battles, people will fire right at the beginning? That's what they're fucking doing.
Clearing their chambers, yep.
Yeah. Dumb fucks. I know. I'm
hey, most of my viewers are
I'm sorry.
them folks down there, man. Come on now.
I'm sorry. I love them. They're good target practice in my martyr.
Yeah. I love you guys in my.